Hey, FYF, what you think about this tape, man? What you got, man?
Man, I was hearing y'all talk about Bronny and the guy that came up who said like when it comes to the diehards, like Bronny really wasn't that hyped up. I agree because I know Maria said that he was at Sierra Canyon, but in high school basketball, it go in waves. Like the waves follow the players. Like when Cooper Flag was in Maine, everybody was watching that Maine team. Right? When the players at AZ Compass, everybody watching AZ Compass, like they don't follow the team, they follow the players. So the year that Bronny was a senior at Sierra Canyon, they was down. They wasn't even ranked top 100. So nobody was really messing with Sierra Canyon like that. D Wade's son left. They had a whole bunch of freshmen. Nobody was really rocking with him. So
So
they
how
was
he make
following
All
other people.
American?
And so that was the year.
I'm saying
That was the
so how he
actual
make All
year.
American?
No, so he made All American. I'll get to that in a second. So that was the year where all of the best players were at the prep schools. And so the problem with the prep schools, because you get All American based on your ranking, but you can't qualify for the All American team if you're at those prep schools like Overtime Elite. So there were so many of the top players on these prep schools that it bumped Broddy James up the list because according to the ranking, he wasn't supposed to be an All American. But because that year it was such an influx of players at AZ Compass, at Overtime Elite that didn't qualify for the All American game, it bumped him up the rotation. So he only made it by default.
So was
But
he the
that's
best player?
so
So,
people think it was like a magic formula that bumped him in. No, it was just the nature of the beast of
so
so
was he
many
the best
people
player
going
on
to the
his team?
preps. Say that again.
I said, so was he the best player on his own team?
He was his senior year. He was the best player on that team. He led Sierra Canyon in every statistical category.
Mm.
The problem is, they just weren't a very good team, right? So they were down. But I mean, he
So
did his best. They upset St. Mary's,
so do you think? So do you
but
think
he
that
wasn't.
ESPN? See, when I say he was hyped up, do you think that ESPN was covering? Because I think they was covering him more than
No.
the
So
top
from what
than
I
the
see,
lottery. I'm saying no. I'm saying they were talking about Bronny more than the lottery picks of that draft, bro.
no. So from what I see, like, and I'm gonna address that. Like, I went to the Valley Suns and the South Bay Lakers game last year, and when I went to that game, I saw a whole bunch of little kids who all had like Bronny James
No,
jerseys
I'm
on.
talking about before the draft.
No, this is gonna tie into that. So I think the fanfare, like ESPN, is about numbers and ratings. I think a lot of the fanfare that people are misinterpreting as hype for Bronny is stemmed from his impact in the gaming community because he has a humongous fan base stemming from the
No, I'm
gaming
not talking
community.
about that, bro. Hold on. I'm
And
not talking about
ESPN
that.
is
I'm
just
not
trying
talking
to
about the
pull from.
FYF. I'm
So
not talking about the
ESPN is just
fans.
trying to.
Because
So
FYF, I know
ESPN
the
is just
rhetoric
trying to.
that. Because FYF, I know
It's
that
not
you're
rhetoric. It's just
no
business.
no
ESPN is just
FYF.
trying to pull from
No
that fan base.
FYF. What you don't understand, bro, is I study your style already, man. I know your rhetoric and how you get down, bro.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about Bronny
You
right
know what I'm
now.
saying? So what is what I'm saying here,
Yeah,
trying to break down to
yeah.
you, son.
I got no issue with that. If you
No,
got
what I'm saying to
opinions
you
about it.
is FYF is this, right? I respect what you're doing. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about with the media coverage of Bronny on my TV. I didn't go to no G League game. I didn't go to see no kids wearing no Bronny James jersey. I'm saying what they were pushing him more than the top draft picks leading up to the draft. And after he got drafted, they were still promoting him throughout that season
Be-
on TV
Because he was supposed to be a
more
first round pick.
because of his
more
social media
more
hype.
than
What
more than more than what's his face, Zach Richardson, Alex Sar, all these dudes, they were promoting him more than those
Well,
guys. This is why those guys don't have as much popularity right now.
well, it was hard to promote some of these guys because they international. We didn't know them anyway. But
Well,
also with
they still
Bronny,
promoted Luka Doncic though
so also
before
with
Luka came
Bronny,
over.
Wemby Young?
no, they
They
didn't
promoted
promote Luca
Wemby. They
because
promoted Wemby before Wemby came over to the league
yeah, that's because you're looking at two different
because
time
he's
frames.
good, right?
So what I'm
It's
saying
no,
is,
it's the same time frame, bro.
I'm saying Bronny is getting pushed because of his social media popularity, not because of his skill.
So, but
No,
he was
So I
no,
get
bro.
what ESPN's trying to do
Because
because
that's
they're
not
a
true. Because
business.
LiAngelo Ball has had a large following as well. So I'm saying it's not just because of the following, bro. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the reason
And
is,
LiAngelo
anyway.
Ball had a humongous following of people calling for him to be on that Charlotte roster.
Right? And I'm saying the media wasn't pushing them.
Hold on,
That's what I'm telling you.
I saw a ton of coverage around it.
Even Shaq
Nah,
saw it too, bro. Shit,
Nah,
Shaq
bro.
is a well known
But you can't
player
even
all
admit.
around.
See, but you can't even admit that you seen coverage of Bronny like that. So
No,
that's what
I'm
we sitting
saying
here
I saw
saying.
coverage. I'm just telling you why I believe the coverage was there.
Nah, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, having a following is not gonna get you that promotion all the time, bro. T Jazz got a following, bro. Niggas like that, niggas like Julian Newman. But like, so at the end of the day, just because you have a social media following and they want you to go to the league, don't mean that ESPN
But
is gonna
that's
start
why do you
talking
think
about you.
T Jazz signed a contract with the NBA as a media and ambassador?
No, I'm saying the media isn't
Like
pushing
the
him.
NBA gonna
He
gravitate to
he
anybody
got
who has a huge following.
streetly. So where it's like something that you would have to
Like
know if you tapped into T Jazz.
T
But I'm
Jazz
saying
is a
that I'm
5'8"
saying
guard that
ESPN.
can't hoop in the league,
No,
but the NBA
no,
still
but that's what
makes
I'm
him
saying to you
tied
though,
to the
bro.
league.
ESPN pushed and promoted Bronny like by showing his highlights or his lowlights, really, by showing things that was intended to hype him up to be better than what he was. Is what I'm saying to you,
So
intentionally.
did ESPN trick you?
They didn't trick me.
So hold on, did ESPN trick anybody on this panel about Bronny James?
It tricked me.
So Mario, how
I
did
mean,
you get
I
tricked? What
could.
highlight did you
ESPN,
see?
Bleacher Report,
Because
all that.
there are full games of Bronny James online. What highlight did you see that tricked you into thinking Bronny was a NBA All Star?
I mean, the hype
Nobody,
around his
see,
name
nobody
was
said that.
good.
Okay, so they
What are you
just
coming
showing
out of high
highlights
school? You're supposed to be
like
a
you
first
acting like
round
he
pick.
deceived the world.
See, but I think they did deceive the world because
Who did they
my bad.
trick? Mario?
Because they
I got you.
no, they
I
was
mean, coming out of high school, where was the man projected in the draft?
he was projected to be great, like a hot pick.
A very high pick. It
Hold
wasn't
on.
until what
Before
happened in
he
college
So Mario,
that's
what you're
what
what
saw.
you're talking about is before he dribbled the ball in college, yet they had him projected high. After that season ended, he was not projected high.
Well, I'm assuming if you projected high coming out of high school, you had to have been doing
Yeah,
something
because
in
these are
high school.
projections. Everybody's projections change after we
That's
watch you dribble a basketball. He
So,
was
but
not
why? But
projected to
why?
be
But
first
I'm
round
saying,
after that
but
season.
no,
after
but
that.
FYF, why did he still go to the league though? You
No,
see what I'm
he
saying?
well, so but that's politics of the league,
I'm
like
just
you said,
That's why
asking
I said
though.
falter because he went to
because I'm a
Right,
private.
but that's what we saying though. Hold on,
look,
but
hold
that's my
on,
whole
but you
point. The
just said
politics is
a
what we
good
for
example.
FYF. Hold on, FYF. The politics is what we talking about though.
The politics.
We're talking about how they
Right.
promoted him. You know,
So
like hold on. We're talking about how they using politics to promote him to be better than what he was. Let me ask you this question, FYF. Did you ever in your life, as a man? I'm asking you as a man. So if you lie about this, it's good to tell me about you as a man. Have you ever heard anybody say that Bronny is going to be comparable to Drew Holiday?
I saw it on Clutch Points. Yes.
Nah, bro. Clutch points. I seen it on
That's where I
mainstream media.
saw it. I
I
mean, what do
seen
you
it
want
on
me to
media.
say? You want me to? I
I
saw it
seen
on
it on
Clutch
mainstream.
Points.
I
Yes.
seen it on mainstream media. TV. Did you ever see that on TV?
Yes. I see projections all the time.
Yeah. So why you had to go to Clutch Points? I'm not talking about
I'm just
Instagram. I'm
telling you
talking
that's where
about.
I saw it. You
Did you?
asked
But did
me
you
if I
see it on?
saw it. I
You see it
said
on
yes.
TV too,
So
though.
yes, I saw it. What does that mean?
So is that not intended to trick the masses?
No, that's a projection. Most of those are
If they
wrong.
sit
They
here and
said
sitting
Kwame
here
Brown
telling
was
you that
going to
this
be the
man is
next
going to be
Tim
Drew
Duncan.
Holiday, that's intended to trick the masses. And do you understand that LeBron and Rich Paul and them, actually, well, not LeBron probably, because you probably gonna use semantics, but Clutch Sports contacted every team directly and said, "Don't draft Bronny, or we gonna send him overseas."
Okay, so but again, this is comes from your lack of understanding of the second round. That happens with 50% of the second round. They call teams and say don't draft me.
But how many times
My
is that
homie
player?
Adonis
But I'm saying, how
Arms.
many times did that player, when they do that,
So
how many
my
times did
homie
that player come off of averaging 4 points in college
So
though?
so so my homie Adonis Arms, the guy that cooked Bronny in his first summer league game, he called teams and said, "Look, I got something set up with Denver. Don't draft me."
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even Austin Reeves called teams and said, "Look, I got something set up with the Lakers. Don't draft me." That happens in
Mm-hmm.
the second round.
And that's
And you even mentioned Alonzo Trier. Alonzo Trier is super talented, but see, a lot of people don't know he's not in the league because of his off the court stuff. You know, his baby mama went up to the Nick facility and busted out every player's car windows because she couldn't figure out what car was his.
yeah. I heard
It's
there's some
a
crazy
lot of
stuff
times
going
it's
on.
be
Yeah,
off the court stuff that kills
I don't
your
know. I heard there's
opportunity.
some crazy stuff going on with Lonzo,
No, but
but
I'm saying like when you talk about Imani Bates, who has a lot of baggage, Alonzo Trier, who had a lot of baggage, they talent supposed to put him in the league, but you can be off the court. You can have so many headaches that you're not in the league.
off the court, Bronny had a heart attack.
He
So
did.
what I'm saying to you is it's still reasons for me to not draft Bronny. And then when
Yeah,
the players,
but
hold on,
I
the
don't
players you
draft
mentioned,
players.
the players you mentioned that basically had they representation, goes to the teams and say don't draft him. What I'm saying is all of them players you name is still a million times better than Bronny James. What I'm just saying is how can you be this much of a bum, FYF, and then you still get these same privileges, such as teams just talking about don't draft you because we got something lined up.
It's
And we
politics,
actually,
bro.
why
If
though?
if you ever hooped, it's politics in high school.
But I'm
college,
saying
and
politics, but politics helps get people
always
that
like that.
have
That's
off the
all
court
sports,
issues. But
man.
I'm saying people that have off the court issues though. So people like for example,
I'm not
you
talking
use,
about off the court
no, hold
issues.
on. I'm saying people that have off the court issues, sometimes they can still get into the league because of politics though. So why is the politics not strong enough for them, but it's strong enough for
So what
Bronny?
I'm saying is politics can go to either side of the coin. They can
But
help
what
you
politics
when
are you referring to though?
I'm talking about when I say politics, I'm talking about something other than your skill that gives you an advantage over
So
another
what is
player.
that? So what is that something?
What do you believe that's something to be?
Who? With Bronny?
The them,
Yes.
the
Oh,
politics.
with Bronny's politics is he's the son of LeBron James.
Thank you.
But that's
Come on,
like,
bro.
for
That's all
example,
we
I ain't
saying,
gonna lie,
bro.
yeah,
So,
at least,
hold
at
on.
least
So at the end of the day,
got it.
so
No,
at
hold
the end
on.
of the day, that's all we saying, bro.
Okay, hold on. But like this,
the right question.
Come on, bro.
You're
That's
cooked.
what
no,
I'm
but
sitting here trying to tell you, man.
Right,
yeah,
you're
but
cooked.
like,
If he hold on, FYF, do you agree that FYF, do you agree that if he was not LeBron James' son, nobody in the NBA would even be thinking about picking him up?
No, FYF know that. He a coach.
no.
He know he wouldn't even think about it.
So no, he wouldn't be. But
And then
like,
look,
for
his
example,
stats is on real quick. FYF,
so
let me
Flight,
get this off.
here's
I
my
looked
best
at his
example.
stats real quick. I
When
looked at his stats in Mike's Preps, and it only shows his stats. It don't even show his team stats.
so
And then on top of that,
I wouldn't even go back and forth with him on flight.
he only got 14 points, and his team was 12th in California, 77th in national ranking.
I
I'm
just
like,
said they
wait,
were
there's
not
so
very
many
good.
players that could have been in McDonald's over him for sure.
And then also,
It was way too
FYF.
many.
So hold on, FYF. Since based on what you
Hey,
just now
Crunch,
said,
let me ask you a
hold on.
question,
This is my
Crunch.
last question. Based on what you just now said, right? Why did you say that he made the All American team because people got flushed out of the shit because they went to the prep school?
That's just how the All American
But why?
works.
But
If
why
you
didn't
go-
you say that it was because he was LeBron James' son? Then
It wasn't because the All American has nothing to do with name. It's all to do with the rankings.
okay, that's what you think, right?
And so no, that's what I know.
You
That's
don't
what
think
I
that
do
LeBron
for-
has?
That's what I do for a living.
Okay, no. I was just wondering. That's
Now,
what you think.
secondly, the politics kick in. Like, for example, I know David Stockton, the son of John Stockton. He never gets an opportunity with the Utah Jazz if he's not John Stockton's son. I know that there's a player with the Celtics now. The guy that played with LeBron, he talked crazy about LeBron. His son is with the Celtics now because obviously his dad. Like in the NBA, your name can get you an opportunity.
Why are they
David
covering?
Stockton
But I'm saying, why are they
barely
not covering
played
them like how they
Gonzaga.
covered Bronny?
I know, but I'm just talking about the opportunity in the league. You're talking about the media. I'm
But
talking
did
about.
did those
I've
did those guys
I've
get
seen
guaranteed? Did
players.
those guys get guaranteed contracts?
Yes, there's a guy with the Phoenix Suns. His godfather works for the Suns last year, and he got a fully guaranteed contract in the second round, just like Bronny.
I'm saying, okay, hold on, time out. So hold on, what's his name?
Due to nepotism, but nobody cares.
No, I'm saying they don't cover.
LeBron
No, hold
James'
on.
son.
See, my whole thing is they're not covering him like how they covering
I
Bronny.
know. I'm not talking about the media. I'm talking about the opportunity.
No, we talking about the media coverage and stuff like that
Okay,
because at the
so
end of the day, even if you get an opportunity, right? They didn't have to lie and say that he was going to be Drew Holiday. So
but
what's
did
the
he
dude?
trick
Hold on, what's the
anybody?
dude? What's the
So
dude
other than
name?
Mario, who got tricked by the media, I don't listen to
Hold
the
on.
media.
What's
I
the
watch
dude
the
name?
games.
What's the dude name? No, so all right. So based on watching the game, why is he in the league?
So based on watching, he's in the league because of politics.
All right. So what's the dude name on the Suns you was talking about?
It's the big man, Oso Iguodala.
All right, cool. Also, Iguodala. Did he go to college?
He's from Arizona. He went to Marquette.
Okay, cool. I got you right here.
Coming out of high school, I actually worked him out. When I remember working him out at a LA Fitness, I'm thinking to myself, how did he get a scholarship to Marquette? He actually did well at Marquette. He ultimately ended up
In
getting
college,
drafted.
he averaged 13. He peaked at 13 points per game at Marquette and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, I know.
So honestly, at the end of the day, if he averaged 5 points, he wouldn't have got that same opportunity.
Hold on. You think the stats is what made him? You think
It
his
makes
stats
it
make him a
no
good
the
college player?
the stats makes it to where you can actually be qualified for this job. Like it's different if you got ties to like family ties to somebody on the NBA team, right? And then we say, okay, well you should look at him because this is my son. You say, okay, what have you
So
done? You hold
so
on, come on.
Peyton
You said,
Watson
hold
for
on,
the
come on,
Denver
come on.
Nuggets,
Come on. You
who
should
got
actually
drafted in the
have.
first round, he averaged 2
Hold on.
points a game at
Hold on,
UCLA.
bro.
How did he go first
Hold
round?
on, bro. Hold on. You said, I'm saying if it's nepotism involved, you should actually have some reason to be qualified for this job.
No, okay, so let me ask you. Peyton Watson, who got drafted by the Denver Nuggets in the first round,
So
averaged
you
like
switched
3
it up.
points a
I thought
game
we
at
was talking
UCLA
about.
coming off the
I thought
bench.
we was
How did
talking
he
about
get drafted?
also. I thought. Hold on. I thought we was talking about also.
No, but if you
Okoro.
say your stats qualify you, then how
Oh
did
no, I
Peyton
thought we was
Watson get
talking
drafted in
about.
the
I thought
first
we was
round?
talking because
Hold
you
on.
running away from also Iguodaro.
Also, Iguodala it was not an NBA caliber player coming out of Marquette.
I'm saying coming out of Marquette, he was way better than Bronny. That's my point.
But because you're judging it on the stats, I
Because
know
at the end of the day, we
Hold
he's a
can't
on.
use the
center. How are you
nepotism if
comparing him
he
to
actually
Bron?
giving me more production than Bronny as well,
I know. Now I'm giving you a player who got drafted first round who
right?
got
So
zero
that's what I'm saying
production.
here. Trying to
Do
hold
you know
on.
Bronny James had better stats than Peyton Watson in college?
That's my point right there, FLIF. You keep bringing up Bronny had better stats, and then you also led
I
earlier.
didn't bring up Bronny
Hold
had
on.
better
Yes, you
stats.
did.
You
You did
brought
bring
up
up
stats.
Bronny's stats. You said that he had better stats than all his
I'm
team.
not
Hold
talking
on,
about
bro.
stats.
Hold on. You said earlier Bronny had better stats than all his teammates that year in his
No,
senior
I said
year.
Sierra Canyon.
And Sierra Canyon in his senior year.
I
And
said he led his team in
how do
Oh,
every
you
he
know
did
that?
say
How do you
that.
category.
know that though? How do you know that?
He led his team in every
How
statistical
do you know
category
that?
because it's detailed online. You go anywhere and
Where?
find it.
Where's your source? Because
Go
I'm looking at Max
anywhere.
Preps right now, and
You go
it does not
24/7
have nobody
Sports.
else's
You
stats
can go to
but his.
No,
ESPN.
he trying. Hold on, hold on. You said what flight?
I'm looking dead at Max Preps right now, and it has nobody else's but
You know Max
his.
Prep is a paid site. Go to
It's
24/7
a
Sports.
site for
Go to
who though? It's a
ESPN.
site for who
But that
though?
hold on.
Go to
But FYF,
Synergy.
that's why he asked you what
It's an
website though.
official
That's
site
why
for
he
who
asked you
though?
what website though.
Yeah, it's an
Go to
official site for who
24/7
though?
Sports.
All right.
Go to ESPN. Go to Synergy. Go to Second Spectrum. Go to places that actually cover high school. Max Prep is a paid site.
Yeah, man. It's just sad that we have to do this much, man, to make it seem like Bronny is good, bro.
I mean, but from what we're
Yeah.
hearing, Mario's the only one that thought he was good.
No, I'm saying after we see that he's not, I just say we boot him out the league, man.
Okay,
Just
and so
boot him out.
once we successfully boot him out the league, what does that accomplish for you?
Or you
Hold on, we cleaning up the league.
till he get
No,
better.
I'm saying for you,
Hold on, we
what does it
accomplished that
do?
we cleaning up the league
I
one
mean,
step
I
at a
don't think
time.
you're a Laker fan.
Huh?
Are you a Laker fan?
No.
So you're not a Laker fan. You're worried about Bronny James on the Lakers. What does it do for you in your life?
I mean, I just covered the NBA, bro. So we
Okay.
can't do that, bro. Like, bro, we not about to play no semantics, bro. I believe that that's just what it is. Like, it's just my opinion on the NBA. I think that Bronny is not good enough to play in the league. What's wrong with that?
But you know what? I think 99% of the world agrees with you. He's not a very good basketball player right now.
Mm-mm.
That's like the
That's
easiest
not what I
take to come
said.
up with.
No, but no,
It
that's not what I
don't take
said.
a rocket science to come
That-
up with that take.
But
That's
that's
not
not
a
what I
hot
said.
take.
Right.
That's
So
not a
why
hot
is it
take.
right? So why is he in the league?
Because you can make the league just like Chris Quinn, just like a lot of players,
And that's a
based on
bad
other
thing.
reasons other than your skill.
That's a bad thing.
So again, if you want to clean up the politics in the league, you need to be calling for all the players in the league.
No,
for the
I'm starting at the
politics to
worst
be out.
one. Get the worst one out of the league.
I know, get Bronny out, but outside of Bronny, who else is in the league doing politics that you want out?
We not talking. That had to
You
be a whole
don't know
nother.
anyone.
Listen, hold on.
You
FYF.
only care about
FYF. FYF. I'm gonna ask you one more time, right? The other people that you name, why is ESPN not covering them as much as they covering Bronny?
What player are you referring to?
The players that you named, also Iguodala, right? And then the other dude,
Because he had no notoriety coming out of
John
Marquette.
Stockton, John Stockton's son. Why are these people not Why is
They had
ESPN?
zero
Hold on, bro.
notoriety.
Hold
I
on, bro.
told you ESPN was
Hold
following
on,
Bronny
gang.
because of the
Hold on,
social
gang.
media
He
stuff.
got to bring him up himself.
Hold on, gang.
He got to
Why are they not? Why not
Because
John
Bronny's
Stockton?
social
Hold on,
media
bro.
fame is what
Hold on,
drew
FIF. Hold on.
attention to
Time
him.
out. John Stockton is an NBA legend, right or wrong?
David Stockton has zero social
John
media
Stockton
notoriety.
is a NBA legend, right or
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
Right? So they have reason to promote this man's son.
No, they don't. He didn't have any social media following. ESPN is about the numbers.
Gosh, bro. This man talking about social media.
It's a business.
Got it,
ESPN
bro.
is a business.
You got it, gang.
You think they just promoting players just to promote them?
No,
they
but I'm
promote
saying,
you if they can
hold on,
make
my
money
whole
off
point
of
was you asked me why do I not
ESPN
care about the
promotes who
other
they
one?
can make money
No,
off
hold on,
of.
time out,
Just
hold on.
like you talk
No,
about
hold on, listen,
LeBron
hold
all day
on.
because it's money.
Hold on. No. You didn't say nothing about the social media. Hold on, time out.
What?
You said the reason why
That's
he's
the
in the. Hold on,
first thing I said.
time out. You said the politics is because he's LeBron James' son.
I said ESPN
Right.
coverage
So what
was
I'm saying to
from
you
his
is,
social media fame.
you asked me.
Even the
No, bro. You
game.
talking about why is he in the league? But hold on. But listen, you asked me why do I not care about the other examples? That's because they're not even telling me about them. That's what I'm saying. So how am I supposed to care about something that they're not telling me about?
So
If they telling me about Bronny all day, every day, I have no choice but to even speak on what they telling me.
No,
Because
I
at the end of
don't.
the
I'm
day,
not knocking that you talking about Bronny. I get it. All I'm saying is ESPN covers Bronny because he has a whole bunch of following that they're trying to make money off of. They're trying to gravitate
but
to
what I
his
was trying to
following.
tell you is why they
It's
not
money
promoting LiAngelo Ball.
because there's no money in it.
It is money in it. He had one of the biggest.
Okay. So
First of
what I
all,
want you to do is
time
I
out. Hold on,
want
I
you to
got
go
you right here,
start
bro.
doing
Hold on, time out.
LiAngelo
Hold on.
Ball videos and tell me how much money you
Hold on,
make.
FYF. Did Jello not have one of the biggest rap songs in the world last year?
And that's why ESPN gravitated to him.
No, bro. I'm saying why are they not pushing for him to be into the
Why do
league?
you think he was at the NBA All-Star game? Because they liked
No,
his
I'm saying
game?
why are they not pushing him to be in the league?
No, he was at the NBA All-Star game because he had a huge following from his
But
music.
he had
They
a huge
gravitate to
time
you
out.
if
He
they
had
can
a huge
use you.
following.
It's
No,
a
this is my point.
business.
This is my point. He had a huge following before that song came out.
Bro, okay, tell me about LiAngelo Ball before the rap song.
Okay, I got you right here. And he dropped 70 points in high school. He dropped 70 points in the pro league.
No. What
Hold
was he
on,
doing
no,
after
we
he
ain't
got
doing
cut
that,
from the
bro.
Hornets?
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You said, tell me, hold on. You asked me to do that. So hold on. He dropped 70 points. When has Bronny James ever dropped 70 points in a professional NBA?
Bro, you're
Excuse
reading
me.
from
Hold on,
Wikipedia.
time out.
Stop it.
When has Bronny ever dropped 70 points in a professional basketball game? Headshot, man. Where the paramedics at, man? We need paramedics to come clean this
That's a
shit up, man. This shit
headshot.
getting. Hold
Is
on.
that
I
what you
hope
said?
you got health insurance, man. We need the paramedics to come pick you up, bro. That's what I'm sitting here saying to you. You gonna ask me about that before he came out with that rap song? Jello was just a way better basketball player
No,
than
hold
Bronny
on.
James.
Why was Jello on ESPN after he
No,
came out
bro,
with the
you
rap
ain't. Hold
song?
on. Time out. You can answer my question.
Moving the goalposts.
When
Now,
did Bronny James
do
drop
y'all know what
70?
moving the goalposts mean?
Hold on, time
Yeah.
out.
He asked
Did
you a
Bronny
question and you
right?
went
I asked you a
around
question.
it.
Hey, Crunch, man. Hey, Crunch.
Hold
Hey,
on? Did
Crunch,
Bronny
Crunch,
James
Crunch.
drop
It's been
70
good,
points?
man. I gotta get going. I gotta coach a game tonight.
Oh, he about to run.
Salute,
He
man. Appreciate. Hey,
running.
Mario, salute, man. I see you've been cooking
Oh
lately, man. Salute.
man. Yeah,
Right now, I
FIF.
appreciate it though, FYF.
Bring
Yes,
that next
sir.
time. Bring those sites up with you, bro. Because I want to
He
see.
running from you, Crunch.
I didn't see none of
Yeah,
them,
Don't
well,
want
like
the
it's
smoke.
scary. It's scary on the basketball court. It's your first time on the court outside in the hood.
bro.
It
Ran
gets
right to the
scary for real,
stats
man.
being over
You get ran off the
every
court, man.
teammate. I don't see
You
no
get ran off
stats
the
on
court,
no
man.
teammates.
Hey, I
Game
hope you
winner.
have a good game, FYF. I hope you coach well. I'm
Yeah,
being dead ass though. Like,
Shout
I'm
out.
not trolling. I hope
But
you have
yeah.
a
I
yeah,
hope
good
you
man.
coach
game.
well. No,
But yeah,
good
bro.
luck on the game, man. All jokes
Bronny is
aside, all
gonna.
respect,
That's a fact.
Yeah,
but good
dead
luck on the game.
ass.
No, Bronny definitely got in the lead. He snuck his way in, backdoored everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
then
can't
made
believe
it
we ran
made
this
it
man
look
out the
like he
court.
just